Good afternoon.
Hi, everybody.
I'm here with Kate, and what we're going to talk about today, we're having like a little coffee, and we decided to invite you in to join us for this coffee time.
Thank you.
So good.
It is so good.
Hazelnut, so good. And today I got a free cup of coffee at 7-Eleven, cold brew. It was really good. Big competition for Wawa.
I got a good Costa Rican pumpkin at Rook.
Wow.
It was
strong
delicious.
though, right?
Delicious.
Is it strong?
It's not their strongest because they have all different kinds. The Turkish is really good too. But the Costa Rican is my favorite, I have to say.
Okay, so let's just talk about facing fear, because I think that one thing I think for sure is that as you get older, your fears become greater and greater.
Yes,
And
I agree.
I feel like fear becomes self-doubt. It just turns into, it's like a spiral. Like you have this little fear and then you think, oh my God, what haven't I done? And then that self-doubt interferes with your confidence.
Absolutely.
And so I feel like it's like a vicious cycle. So let's think about, what do you do when you become fearful? Like I just went through traveling, and every day I was so fearful before I got on the ship that I would hate cruising. I worked myself into a frenzy about cruising.
Yeah.
And then there was no rocking. I was fine. I never even needed to take medication, even though I got like a whole armamentarium of medication with me. I never needed it. But I got really fearful, and it just really, really led me down that path of fear, self-doubt, lack of confidence. So what do you recommend? You're like an expert in this. What do you recommend?
I think I am an expert almost, because I did face my fear when I started my work. And I was a very introverted, quieter person, didn't want to be seen or heard, and I faced my fear and I stepped out to do my work.
So just tell us a little bit about your work.
Well, I speak light language, so
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
well, it's a universal communication system of the heart and soul.
Wow.
It's a multi-dimensional language, speaking to you as a multi-dimensional being.
Okay.
And it's not speaking to your mind. Your mind is linear. So it's speaking to your energy and your heart. And it's calling to your heart to open up.
Wow.
So it is energy work with sound. So sound therapy. Now, coming from a person that didn't want to be seen or heard,
Shining the light on you.
yeah, had to stand up in front of people, speak a language that nobody understands with their mind, and ask them to open up to feel it, because it's very much a feeling experience. So I had to be seen and heard.
And felt.
And felt. And that was really scary for me. But somebody said something to me one day, a really good friend of mine, and he said, what are you going to do with this light language, Kate? And I said, I really don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to listen to me. Like, I don't know who would be willing to come and listen to something they don't understand with their mind. And he just said, well, why don't you just go out there and be the light language girl? Nobody else is doing it. Simple as that. And all of a sudden I just said, yeah, why not? And I did. So I really faced my fear, and it's really paid off. Been very fulfilled by doing it.
Wow. You see, and that's the thing. If I would have let my fear overtake me, I wouldn't have gone on this amazing cruise to Italy, Spain, and France. And believe me, I was pretty close to saying no. If she didn't face her fear, this gift that she's giving to so many other people would have been held back. And I think that it's very easy to find a really great excuse not to do it. I think that my excuse for not going on the cruise was really, really great. But when I finally said, I'm going to do it, I'm going to take my chances, I'm going to prepare as much as I can, I went and got patches and badges and over-the-counter medication and a million other things.
Yeah.
But what I did instead is I decided to go for it and keep my focus on the fact that I was going to be seeing these unbelievable great countries, and the fact that ships have changed a lot in the last 30 years. And I just decided that if I throw up, see, it wasn't even
cut off and throw up.
Cut off. If I got sick or whatever happened to me, I would just go with it and just not let that ruin everything. And it turned out I was fine the whole time. There was no trouble. So I think the key to getting over any fear is kind of like focusing away from the fear and focusing on the benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. Because now I'm facing another level of fear within my work of taking it online and doing live stuff like this, which I'm really, really scared of. But every time I put myself in this situation, I'm fine. It's like I conquer it and I get comfortable. And so what if I say the wrong thing, or maybe whatever happens, and I just have to accept it and move on. And that alone is facing another fear of, what if I'm not perfect? Oh, God forbid if I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And
I think self-acceptance is definitely the hardest. For me, it's the hardest. I'm always trying to be perfect. And I think that self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, all those self things are just tough things. We were just talking about self-care. And I think that that's like the biggest thing for me is scheduling and self-care. Even when I really, really need it, I have to give myself a million permissions. Like I need a permission slip from the principal of the world. You can take the day off. But what we want to say today over our afternoon coffee is that whatever you have fear of, try to focus on the benefits. Try to focus on what you're going to get in the end. Then take a deep breath, prepare yourself as much as possible, and then go for it. Have faith that it's worth it. When you really focus on your faith, that it's really worth it to get whatever it is you want, you get there. Take the plunge.
Yeah, because when I know from my experience, when I face it and I get to the other side, I smile. It's a smile. I face my fear. I conquered it. And I expand. I expand in my energy. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of me, and I'm lighter, and that anything's possible, and I can do anything I set my mind to do. So
see, that's all it takes. So have a really great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.